news on the go for you. So motorists are being advised to take alternative routes due to ongoing protests on the N1 Soweto highway, at least along some exits there. And this is affecting traffic in both directions between the Rand Show and Diepkloof. In fact, we're told all lanes are currently closed. For more on this, let's bring in JMPD spokesperson Wayne Minna, who joins us now via our telephone line. Mr. Minna, thanks for making time at short notice at that. Let's speak about where exactly some of this unrest is and what you're able to see, at least at this stage.
Yes, no, it's definitely affecting the November 1 at Soweto on and off ramps. So if one is traveling in a northerly direction and you're going past Soweto, there's a massive obstruction due to the protesters having placed rocks and burning tires on the freeway itself. So one would have to use alternative route.
Yeah.
If you're coming from the south, make the use of Main Reef Road through to Roodepoort, or alternatively the N3 or November 1 north through the Diepkloof interchange. But going past Soweto at this point in time is not viable. And also in the southerly direction, motorists are being diverted off at the N17 off ramp.
Have you as JMPD been able to decipher at this stage what the protest is about?
Yes, it's about electricity, according to the protesters. They are complaining that it's an electricity issue. There was obstruction on Soweto Highway in Diepkloof for over the past few days, but this morning they've taken the protest onto the freeway now, and therefore we have to divert traffic away from the obstruction.
Yeah, no need to overstate the importance of that route, especially during the morning rush hour period. As law enforcement, do you have an estimated time of when you're hoping to be able to clear that debris, or is the situation a bit too volatile to start having that conversation?
No, we don't have a time when it will be opened, unfortunately, because there's a negotiation with the protesters, and also that the obstruction itself will have to be cleared before the freeway can be reopened. But now we know, coming from the southern side, going past Soweto, it's not possible. So the motorists will unfortunately have to make use of the alternative routes, the N3 November 1 going through the Diepkloof interchange, or coming in a southerly direction past Maresburg, then going off at the N17, and then making their way back onto the N12 via Xavier Street on-ramps.
Yeah. You mentioned that there's negotiations taking place. Does that mean that the situation on the ground is a little less volatile now? Are you able to help us place how active the scene is?
Well, where the obstruction itself is and where the tires are burning, it's really not safe for motorists to drive there at the moment. And where the obstruction is on the November 1, both north and southerly directions, opposite the Soweto on and off ramps.
All right, Wayne Minna, thanks for letting us in on what you know so far. It is an active story. We'll try to get you another update as the situation unfolds. Wayne Minna is the spokesperson for the JMPD, of course, operating in Johannesburg. So once again, the N1 on both directions, Soweto Highway, the exits there have been closed off between Rand Show and Diepkloof. Debris is still laying on the roads there, some burning tires and other rubble. And this is all over electricity issues within that region. In fact, we'll also try to get a reporter on the ground for you, get you a sense of what those who are taking part in this demonstration are actually calling for.